Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and here today with another piece of pre-owned inventory. This one is a 2021 Macan GTS. Let me tell you a little bit about what that means, and then we'll dive into the particulars of this example. So for 2021, the GTS got a 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6 engine, making 375 horsepower. But more significant than the engine, the GTS comes with a bunch of extra kind of standard performance options, most of which you can get on the other Macan models, but are just automatically built into all GTSs. So they all have what's called the Sport Design package. It gives it a different looking front bumper and a little bit more paint kind of around the car. The lower sill there is always painted on a GTS, where it's left unpainted as standard on a Macan or S or even the turbo models. So makes the car look a little bit lower to the ground, but it is actually physically a little bit lower to the ground on the GTSs as well. The suspension sits a bit lower. On the back, more again, paint along the bottom that wouldn't have been there otherwise. Rear bumper looks a little bit different. So aesthetically, those are some of the things that set it apart. Also, the wheels, the standard wheel on a GTS is a 20-inch in this year, 20-inch RS Spyder wheel, whereas the standard wheel on a Macan or Macan S would have been 18 inches. So pretty significant enhancement there. And then larger brakes as well with the GTS. And then all of them will come with sport exhaust, as well as the air suspension. So I mentioned it sits a bit lower, but you also have ride height adjustment. So you can lower it still further in the lower mode or raise it up if you need a little bit more ground clearance. You can do that. And you can also lower just the back end if you have heavy items you're lifting up, or maybe an animal that's jumping up. You can press a button in the back cargo area that'll lower just that down to make loading stuff in and out a little bit easier. There's a few other kind of GTS differences, but I want to talk about this guy in particular. So this one is night blue metallic, which is a really interesting color, more than most of ours. It has kind of a duality to it. If you look at it in direct sunlight, very metallic, very blue. If you look at it on kind of an overcast day, it looks almost black. It's really quite kind of dynamic depending what type of lighting it's in. And then the wheels, I mentioned 20-inch RS Spyder wheels are standard. This one had an upgrade on the wheels to the 21-inch Sport Classic design wheel. Yes, Sport Classic design in GT Silver Metallic, which is really cool. I like a brighter wheel personally over the black ones and a little bit more contrast against the body. I think that looks great. Also, previous owner of this one put the paint protection film covering the full hood, full front bumper, fenders, mirrors, all that's already pre-protected for you, which is a nice bonus on the pre-owned ones. Also sticking with the outside, roof rails are here in black. Always nice to see because you can't retrofit those after the fact. They have to be there from factory if you ever want to put them on. As well, going around further to the back, it does have the trailer hitch installed from factory, so you can tow a fair bit with these cars. However, most people don't use it for towing, frankly. Mostly the hitches are equipped for bike racks, things like that. So it is there, ready to tow if you want, but also useful for the bike rack. Also on the side here, the Macans have something they call the side blade, which is a little kind of detail along the side of the car. Standard would be for that to be black, but you can paint it to match the body if you like, which is what happened here. A lot of the GTSs you'll see are painted. Personally, I like that kind of cohesive look along the side, but some people will like to, leave it black for the extra contrast. I think the painted is a nice touch. Moving on to the inside, this one has the black interior in what Porsche calls partial leather or a leather package. That was another thing that's standard on the GTS models, but was about a $2,000 upgrade on some of the other ones. So that gives you not only leather on the seat, but also leather on the top of the dashboard with the stitching through there, and then leather on all of the armrests across as well, on the doors as well as in the center. Nice touch. It definitely makes it feel a little bit more premium inside than when you have just the standard interior, which is a decent material still. It's a vinyl that's higher quality than most car manufacturers will give you, but the genuine smooth finish leather is awesome. I always like to see as much of that in the car as I can. And then the Premium Plus package, which is a pretty all-encompassing package. There's quite a bit to it. It starts with a seat upgrade. You can have either the 14-way or the 18-way. This particular one has the 18-way adjustable seat, so that means you have, in addition to kind of the standard forward, back, up and down, and recline angle, you gain 4-way lumbar support, you gain the thigh extension, which you have on the 14-way. When you go to the 18-way, you also get the adjustable bolstering. So the seat base, the sides of that will come in and out to hug you a little bit more tightly if you wish, as well as the seat back, same thing. You can pull it in to wrap you a little bit more tightly if you want to. But even in its kind of most relaxed position, the 18-way is more heavily bolstered than a 14-way seat would be. So something to keep an eye out for when you're comparing pre-owned Macans. Some will have 14, some will have 18, and it is a whole different shape. It's not just the same thing with different levels of adjustment. As well, with that package, you gain ventilated seats up front, heated seats already being standard. You gain heated seats in the rear. You also gain the upgraded Bose sound system, the panoramic sunroof, entry and drive, meaning you just touch the door handle to unlock. You don't have to take your key out of your pocket, and you just flip the ignition switch inside without, again, having to take your key out. What else am I missing there? Oh, the lane change assist, which is Porsche speak for blind spot warning, part of that package in this year as well, and the PDLS, or Porsche dynamic lighting system. So the headlights will turn with the steering wheel, or they'll look further down the road as you speed up to give you a little bit further view. In addition to that, another option separate from the package is the insulated glass. So there is 2 panes of glass that are kind of squished together. When you roll the window down part way and put your finger over top of it, you can feel there are actually 2 pieces of glass there. Makes it a whole lot quieter inside and keeps the heat, in the winter, out in the summer. If you're somebody who's sensitive to road noise, some of my clients that will come back and say that's their favorite feature of the option of the car. They absolutely love it. It makes a huge impact. So nice to see always on a pre-owned car. And I should mention as we wrap up here, not just a pre-owned car, a Porsche approved certified pre-owned vehicle. So that means that it comes with extra warranty as well. This one was originally put into service August of 2021. So you get 6 years of warranty starting from that date and unlimited kilometers. So you have comprehensive Porsche warranty up until August of 2027 with no kilometer limit. So pretty awesome coverage there. And this one has right now only about 25,000 kilometers on it. So lots of life left in it, and really some great value. So if you're interested, if you've enjoyed the video, please do come down and pay us a visit or take it for a drive.